This is the video review for the Super Wings Electric Heroes World Spaceport robot. And here's a size comparison. This guy's probably like a large leader class, like a Grimlock sized. And it came in one of these open boxes that you see like in the toy aisle. I got this one on Amazon. It was about 30 bucks. And then you can see the 3 modes on the back. So that's about it. Nothing too special there. And then the instructions are also pretty plain. The artwork on the cover is very nice. And then just the instructions, pretty simple. And then a coloring page on the back. And like, compared with the CGI model, like there's definitely something to be desired in the robot. The CGI model just looks very cool. It's probably because these are like actual details and not just stickers on the shins and the shoulders, and he's got much more mechanical detailing that shows up, a lot more color separation. Alright, and here's a 360 of the robot. I do like this ring with all the ports on the back. That's pretty cool, and especially like when you have all the hangar doors open and it's got like this rainbow effect behind him. That's a really nice detail, but otherwise this robot is just very plain looking. He looks very generic. He definitely looks like a knockoff. If it wasn't for this ring in the back, I don't think I would have even bought it. And then the head sculpt looks pretty good. It's sort of interesting. I think it's got like this smoky black light piping, but it's just very useless. You're not going to get any light out of this, so it's just basically a blank black visor, which is not very eye-catching. And I got this robot because I had such good luck with the first base robot of the air blimp or whatever it was. That one was really cool, so I thought this one would be really good too, but no, it sucks. It's not good. So let's get on to the accessories. So he does come with these 2 little guys. So they're very cute. I don't know why they have like holes here, because these are just their wings. There's like little nubs that represent their wings, and then I guess this is supposed to be their bodies. It just looks like overalls though. It doesn't look like anything special. It's very weird. And it's got peg holes in the bottom, so supposedly they peg into something. I guess they work with like little play sets or something. But yeah, they're pretty cool, and their visors are painted. And then there's this like cheap white paint for the chins. But yeah, they're cute. And then they do transform, so their bodies like fold up here, and then you just close up their heads, and now they're in their, I don't know what you'd call that. I guess that's their vehicle mode. Yeah, these are yeah, I don't know why you'd give this to a kid. They would just like swallow these. They look like little candies. Yeah, really bad idea. Anyway, for articulation, he doesn't have any head articulation. I mean, he's got the transformation joint. It does have a nice spring ratchet in the shoulders. You got a softer ratchet for the outward motion. You do have bicep swivel. You do not have elbows. I mean, the elbows you have are curling iron elbows, which is very annoying. And then you do have wrist articulation here. This fist actually looks pretty cool. It's made out of like a rubber, unfortunately, so that sucks. I just hate having rubber parts in robots. And then he does have these 1 click out on the hips. He does have full forward kick, full backward kick, and then he's kind of falling apart. And then he does have, allegedly, he's got these knee joints, which give you this much articulation. It's like 30-40 degrees, and then he doesn't have any ankle tilts. So very limited on the posing. You're not going to get, I mean, to be honest, you're not getting any posing out of this. You just can't do much of anything. So his job is just stand there and look cool, which he kind of accomplishes, except for his head is like flat in the back, which is really annoying. But yeah, that's about it. What you see is what you get, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and start transforming him. So you can go ahead and take the little main character and you just shove him in his hangar, and you can go ahead and close that up. Just pretty hard because His little wings don't want to fit in there. Okay, there we go. So we close up that capsule, and then we take the pink one and just shut her in her little cage. So we just go ahead and shut all these. That's how he looks when they're closed. So also not too bad a look. There's some style going there. And then you take this chest plate and you're going to shove it down and then rotate it all the way around, which is oddly complicated for this figure. And then you're going to, of course, fold the fists in, and then you basically just rotate these into some kind of position, fold these up, and then you fold the head down and you shove down his thighs here to make his femurs longer, and then let's see, you sandwich his legs together. So we'll make his tower mode first, or his base. So it looks mostly like that. And then you got this really annoying gimmick right here. So this is tabbed in here, like barely. And this is the only thing that basically keeps this whole chest from just falling up and down, is just having it pegged in here. When it's not pegged in, this whole thing just collapses. So it's pretty shoddy. There's no ratchet or anything that holds that in place. Anyway, you're going to lower that, and that reveals this like control tower with no detail on it, unfortunately. Definitely could have used some stickers here. And then you take this ring section, you're going to open that up, and then you flip this whole thing around, and then you just, these are on ball joints, so you just rotate these around his waist like a hula hoop, and then you close them back up. And then you use this section again, is going to be to tab into the front of the base. And that just helps secure things a little bit. And it's basically, this is your stationary space tower. Oh, wait, is that the front? I guess this is the front of it. It's supposed to look like this. This is the back side. So that's why there's no details. So yeah, here's your tower. The arms don't even like try to do anything. This reminds me a lot of like that G1 Soundwave animation error, where they just use Soundwave mid-transformation to make like weird lampposts. I looked at the box. I did mistransform him a little bit. He's supposed to have these face this way. This one is now just like totally dead. Very sad. So this bicep is destroyed for whatever reason. Yeah, and he just looks like this. Okay, so that's his mode, and then you just open these up, and that's gonna let his little robots out. And I mean, this playset might actually be cool if it was better quality and it was bigger. It actually, like, scaling this up actually might improve it a lot. It would make it more fun. You could see kind of like this track on the ring. It would just be more impressive if it was a larger base that you could use with other figures. But it's not, so no point in crying about it. And then we go ahead and point his toes, and now you can see he's already basically in the spaceship mode, but we want the hangers to face forward. So we're going to have to unclip the hanger from here, open up the ring again, rotate them this way, and then close them back. Wait, am I doing this wrong? Oh, I am doing this wrong. So it's actually a little more complicated than that. So it's actually like this, and then you fold him in half with his hip joints. And then you can close up the ring. And then this this piece again does tab in. It tabs in between the shins here to help stabilize it. And then that's basically your flying mode. Yeah, so there's your vehicle. I would put it down, but it doesn't have like landing gear or anything to stabilize it. So that's like an unfortunate oversight. How is it? Oh, Okay, so I just got lucky, I guess, and it was just like defying gravity just based on these little bits of plastic right here. We're just helping it stand up. Okay, so if you get it just right, he will actually balance and stand up. And then I guess you put these guys on the runway. Yeah, so that's that review. For those of you who are curious like I was, this thing is not good. You should definitely not give it to a little kid. It's very fragile feeling. It's definitely not worth $30. It's about $15 if you don't mind that it's going to be destroyed like the day you give it to a kid. Yeah, it's not a good toy, but I'll see you in the next one.